Alright guys, welcome back to another G Auto Repair YouTube video, and today we're working on this 2019 Chevy Trax with a P0496 code, if I believe, which is a purge, Evap Purge code. Purge during non-purging or high purge flow, one of those two, depending if you're using generic or the actual GM software. Pretty much what we're having is excessive volume of purge when it's not supposed to, and when it's supposed to is going to be very high because we have a leaky purge valve. Now if you're having a vehicle with this same code, the test is relatively simple without getting all technical with the PIDs and this and that. All you need is a piece of hose, and you may not even need that, but just to make things simple, I like to use a piece of hose. And in this vehicle is really easy to get to. Here's the purge control valve right here, and as you can see, you got a hose going in, and then or a line, I should say, a line going in, a line going out, right into the intake. So what I would advise you to do is, if you want to see that this is, if you want to see if this is the issue, you're gonna have to pull on this little green thing, then squeeze here and pull out on the line. It's just that simple. So, and I will go ahead and give you a disclaimer: be very gentle. Do not tug on it, do not tap on it, do not do anything. Just as easy as possible, just slide the line off, put it to the side, and I will explain why in just a moment. And you're gonna get this hose or line or similar, whatever you got. You're gonna make sure you put it in the inlet here, just carefully, and then you're gonna blow on it. And as you can see here, well, you can't see, I can, but when you blow on it, there's going to be a restriction, but you're going to have some flow. That is the problem. You're not supposed to have any kind of flow whatsoever. If you suck on it, there's no flow, but when you blow on the hose, you're going to feel that the pressure is going to go through. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be locked tight, no flow at all. There's only supposed to be flow when the computer activates it and turns it on. So I do have a new valve here that I purchased. Here's the new one. See, there's a little arrow here showing you the flow, and if you do the same thing, there's no flow. It's completely closed off. So that's how it should be. To replace is really not that difficult. You just pull it out and take this off. The new one is a little different because they probably use this valve for multiple applications, so you're gonna have to use this adapter that comes with it. And then you see there that it's how it should be. It's a little longer. Like I said, they probably use it for multiple applications, so you're gonna have to kind of finesse your way through it there. But it just comes off right here, no biggie. It's literally like a 30-minute job or so. It's nothing too crazy. Once you take this off, pull this off, and you take the connector off. They put all these little safety mechanisms in place. Hey, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I think that's a no-no. You shouldn't do that. Now the new one comes with a new little retainer, but I'm gonna try to use the original one and just do this number here. Hopefully it will work with no issues. Let me see. If not, I'll just use the one that it came with. No big deal. see if there's a difference. I don't see a difference. Let's just put the new one in. Put the new one in and get it over. Forget about it. Forget about it. Alright, so we do this number here. Push it in. Pop that back in there. I would recommend put a little bit of grease at the tip there, so on the O-ring, so it could just slide in there a little easier. That's all. That's all that's for there. Hey, there we go. That's all that's for. Then just connect this here. Connect this here. You clear the code and you are done. Bada bing, bada boom. You are done. Now, I said earlier to be very careful when you're removing this. Don't tap it, don't bang on it, don't do anything to it. And the reason is, sometimes just the slightest tap will cause it to lock up, or the plunger, whatever it is that's in there, to seat, and then it'll start working. Why is that a bad thing? Because then it'll fool you and you'll be chasing your tail for a long time until you finally figure out. Ask me how I know. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So when you're dealing with these valves, when they're leaking, not sealing properly, just be very careful for test purposes. Once you get it out, forget about it. Once you already know what you have to replace, you could tap on it, bang on it, do whatever you want with it. But you want to get a good, accurate troubleshooting going on, because these things can fool you. If you tap on it, they lock up. You go to, you know, suck on it or blow on it or whatever, and then you say, oh no, it's working, so it's got to be something else. You'll be chasing a ghost forever and a day. So that's why I mentioned that. So this should be good to go. We're going to clear the code and that's it. That check engine light should not be a problem anymore. So just a quick video on that code. Again, P0496, Evap Purge high, or purge when non-purge. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you all for your wonderful support and comments. I do read them all, and we'll catch you on the next video. Ciao.